So our team, Stephanie Harizanova, mama driver partner. Lily Harizanova, this is our oldest one. She's the drink organizer and floor sweeper. Elena Harizanova, right here, you know, she's the crazy one. She's the bug catcher in security, you know, at the business. This is me, I'm the lowest paid employee. And then many more countless supporters. Why did I put this here? It's so important. It is so important for your business. It is so important for someone to put the like on your post. Do you know why? Because that one like, independent like with no connection or whatever connection in the Facebook metrics, guess what it does? It multiplies the visibility of that occurrence of your post to others. I know you know what I'm saying. That's the beauty of having random people from random places to actually acknowledge your post, because suddenly like it just blows it out of proportion, and that's how you can communicate information and you know to others. It's how it's set up. So this organic growth of our business, and I'll kind of share our page and stuff. It's very important. And you know, Miss Kathy, for example, you know, almost every time when we post something on the groups, there's a like. I'm yet to miss one post that there's no like. We don't do any. It's just we don't do any business. There's no any other agreements. There's none of that. It's just the pure fact that somebody took interest in us and said, hey, guess what? I'm gonna promote your brand. I like you. You're a cool cat. I'm gonna promote you. I'm gonna do whatever I can. You know, obviously we all can do only so much, but I'm gonna do whatever I can to drum the beat and say, you know what? You should check Yordy and Scout tomorrow. They're good people. You don't have to buy anything here, but at least give them a chance. Say hello. Find him in LaGrange, you know? So this is us. What are these pictures? What did it represent? This is happy moments. I found my color. Blue, you know? This is when I sold one of the first cars. Sold. Here I am with my Ferrari that I'm dreaming, you know, to have a Ferrari. I will never get a Ferrari. It's too expensive. It's not worth it. But my point is, I'm dreaming. It's okay. This is when we get the first finance deal, Park Community. These are all relationships. These are all people that I met. I had a few minutes of discussion and said, please give us a chance. We're good people. I don't know you. You don't know me. That's okay. This is how that's how life is set up. But at least give me a chance. And suddenly you see the success, you see the smiles, the bank is taken care of, I'm happy, I got the money from the deal, the client is happy, they got the car, everybody's happy, okay? And this is us just having a little fun in Las Vegas. Yeah. So the team is very, very important. And I know I talked about, you know, my path to the United States. Again, here's Bulgaria, all these countries, you gotta cross an ocean, you know. Sometimes I'm kind of jealous of people coming from South America, North America to the United States. Yeah, it's easy. Do whatever. I mean, there's a way to get in here. For us, coming from a different place, I gotta cross this ocean. How do you do that? If you do it with an airplane, they will send you back. You know, they'll give you a black stamp. You're out. So I got lucky that I somehow was able to maneuver through my job and get closer to the United States. You know, so that's the challenge here. This is again, this is Sullivan. You know, they use me as a model for all of these possibilities. That's their programs. You know, Al Sullivan said, hey, just sign this disclaimer that you don't want any money from this marketing campaign, and just put your face. This is me. This is when I became a U.S. citizen, I think about five years ago. And this is kind of the story that Older Miriam, thank you very much, that, you know, that was picked up, and you know, we were able to share that with the community, you know. And then again, this is Barbara Streisand, James Brolin without a shirt. This is Donna Karen. This is her husband. He passed away. This is the reason. He's the reason why we got this picture. Okay. This is a couple that owns a magazine in Canada. John Beckett. He's the captain. Helena, chief stewardess. Atos, first mate, and that's me right there. There was just no space. I have another picture with Donna Karen that just didn't have space to put. So my point here is like people don't want to get bothered. They don't want somebody to ask them questions. I'm not there. You know, if you watch that show Below Deck, I'm sure everybody's seen it. Nothing like that. That's just for the masses to make it, oh yeah, look at all this drama and everything. No, this was clean cut, professional. You know, you make a mistake that you've been told not to make, you're out. Make a choice. Be my guest. Either you want to have a nice job that makes good money, or go back wherever you came from and figure it out on your own. Anyway, So this is something that is very unique. And a quick story here. How are we doing on time?
What time is it?
12:30.
12:30. So
We
we
got
are
half an
out of
hour.
time.
We got
Are
half
out
an
of
hour.
time?
No, we have a half an hour.
Half an hour. Good. I like that. So what was cool about this? One day we were, and true story, we were in the Greek islands. That's where they chartered the boat. We picked them up from Athens for 2 weeks. That's when they got married. So what happened is they had a guide to show them the islands, because Donna Karen, this is how they actually get motivated and recharge their batteries to start creating these clothing lines and everything. So what happened is they lost their guide. Somehow the captain chose me to be their guide. I'm like, sir, I don't know what I'm doing here. So what I did is, like, while they were, it's true story, while they're looking at the cobblestones in those islands and just picking up ideas for their new clothing line, then guess what? I'm sitting there thinking, how do I make this happen? How do I tell them where to go? So I'm gonna go forward, while they're sitting there for 5-10 minutes, whatever that is, go to the next stop, whatever I find, to talk to somebody local and say, hey, what is there? What can I do? Think about this challenging situation. They're putting you in the middle of nowhere and expecting you to do something. So anyway, this was a big kind of experience for me, and it's just once in a lifetime. Sky Automotive. So after working for all these corporations, being told what I'm worth, what I'm not worth, what's possible, what's not possible, I kind of decided that I gotta take the ropes in my own 2 hands and make a change. So I came up with Sky Automotive because I wanted to find a way how to, again, provide service, make money, and establish some kind of a legacy for us as a family, as immigrants, So LaGrange, Kentucky allowed us this opportunity. Why LaGrange, Kentucky? Because we looked around everywhere to find a commercial lot, and you cannot find a small commercial lot to put your flag. They don't exist, especially the ones that actually have not been built, okay? And what happens is, if you want to build it, then you have the price sticker. Where do you get the money? You're just a little family that just have some savings and you have big dreams. But my point is, we found this lot, we bought it from a local person, and once we get the sticker of what this is gonna cost, I told myself, I can afford it. There's no way for me to afford this project. So I became the GC. While I was working at Texas Warehouse, I was actually working on this project. These are the first days when we started the project. These are my boots. This is the picture that will stay for grandkids and everybody else. This is where we started the roads. Bear Joe, I know you you remember this.
Oh yeah.
We have to go, it's just a process. You have to go through a lot of steps, a lot of approvals, a lot of discussions, a lot of people involved in your business to make sure that they approve it and say, yeah, we'll give you a chance through the process. It's not I like you, I don't like you. It's about, are you meeting the requirements to be there? The zoning requirements, making sure that people don't have any objections with your type of business, all of that stuff. I was in front of the commission, LaGrange, the city, and kind of speaking about our hopes and dreams. So it took
We worked to get the trees cut, remember? Because that was state.
Yes, sir.
It's a state highway, yeah.
So we were
There
dealing
was
with
a lot of hoops to jump through.
we're
Yeah,
dealing
we
with
enjoyed it.
2 different organizations, the state and the city.
Yes.
Think about it. It's just us. We had an attorney, we had everybody, but again, limited funds to be able to move faster. And slowly, month by month, year by year, it took, I think, about 2.5, 3 years, give or take, to get everything done. We finally got it completed. 5 years to complete from the time we purchased it. We self-financed this project. We didn't borrow a penny from anybody because nobody wanted to take interest in us. The banker would look at me. I get this all the time, and I even love it even more, because the more you don't like me, the more I'm going to prove you that I'm the right person for you. I accept the challenge every day, and the bankers, just people, business people, all that stuff. It's okay. I keep my head up. Self-finance and manage, self-identified, decided, negotiated, and the land contract, everything. I didn't rely on a real estate agent and all that stuff. We just didn't have the means to do it. We assembled a great team. My wife, all the people that had to do all the work, securing the construction funds. How do you do that? HELOC, credit cards, you name it, the whole 9 yards in order to maneuver funds from here and there, paybacks, later. Working with engineers. Mr. Garber is a local engineer, you know, working with the city, public organizations, you know, on zoning. Zoning itself is challenging, you know, you gotta do a lot of things to be able to convince somebody that you know, to change things in that, you know. Permitting. I have submitted every permit, almost every permit for this project. Hiring vendors, renting equipment, purchasing various building and site materials. Before I go to work at Texas Roundhouse, 6, 7 o'clock, I'll go to the building supply shop with my truck, the blue Chevy. I'll load all the lumber. There will be lumber sticking 6, 7 feet from Louisville, hauling it all the way to LaGrange. But guess what? I had a job to do. And then I'll offload the lumber by myself, and then I'll go back to work. Who does that? You know, so many people, maybe like me, that have said, yeah, I can do it all, but it was tough. Quality control, project supervision. I was basically responsible for everything. There's nobody there. It's like, hey, you know what? I got your back. You go rest. I was responsible. While my wife was taking care of the kids and doing everything else that we do as a family. So, fast forward. You know, if you look at that picture and this picture, we have beautiful, you know, beautiful facility, concrete parking. This is very important. The city of LaGrange, they have changed their perception of the facilities, and I like that. I welcome that. Facilities should look professional. Gravel, it's not the answer. Even though it's allowed, gravel, it doesn't add beauty to the facility so people can enjoy it. It's dusty, it's a half solution. So we invested $65,000. Think about that. Writing a check to somebody for $65,000 to put just this parking lot, you know, the building and all that stuff. This is a little piece of heaven. This is the time when we opened the business. These are girls, and here's Joe. This is the current mayor, John Black, and everyone else, the Chamber of Commerce. And this is my dad. He was there while we were building the project. He never got it. He never sold the completed project, so he just visited. So that's him, and that's my little one. We do little funny things, you know, with YouTube and everything else, just to kind of draw attention. But here's the highlights. We're the only independent car dealer in LaGrange. No matter how you slice it and dice it, we are the only independent. There's Champion, but they're a big conglomerate. They're a big corporation. It's family owned. We have a beautiful facility that we're proud to be able to kind of, I talked about the service component. How do you invite somebody to buy a car from you if you don't have a beautiful facility? You know, so this was a very big, we invested everything that we had into the facility and then told ourselves we're going to do business. Well, if you don't have the funds to do business, how do you do business? You still have to extend that time 1-2 years to build that capital, okay? Year to date, this number actually, we have sold probably $1.3 million. $1.3 million, this is gross revenue. You know, you know, if you look at the P&L, that's top sales. We operate
since 2021?
Yeah. So if you're the banker, you're like, oh wow, you're an attractive opportunity for me. Let's talk. But if you rewind that year ago, oh no, you're very risky. You know, it's like I don't want you. It's like you're a problem. You're a problem child. I don't want you. You know. So that's okay. That's okay because guess what? We're self-sufficient. We use our own funds, and that's okay. We only do concierge service by appointment only. So while you can, you know, come and visit the facility, to actually receive the service, we need to talk. Why? Because it's important. Everybody's texting. Everyone has that kind of like it's communication without emotions. And I'm sure you experience that as well. And I tell sometimes clients, let's get on the phone. Let's talk about it. What are your needs? What can we do for you? And when you hear somebody's voice, when you have that interaction human to human, it softens up the business transaction. And they're like, you know what, I don't care about the $200 that I'm trying to get less on this car. Here's your money. You're a good person. I know I'm gonna be put in a good car. And that's what human to human interaction allows to do. It's just, let's see what's your needs, let's see what we can provide, but have that life experience. 45 Google reviews. This is where we never even imagined we can reach that level. Obviously, we have sold more than 45 cars, but this is 5 stars. Even Mercedes-Benz and a lot of Lexus or Ford, you name it. Again, you can be 100%. It's hard to be 100%, but that's what we try to do. You know, we don't do the volume of these big corporations, but at least we strive for 5-star. If we don't provide 5-star experience, then we failed. We don't feel good. We gotta fix it. You know, that's our mentality. We gotta fix it. It's about service, you know. We support local charities, Good News Homes in LaGrange, great organization. Think about that. I am Christian Orthodox. You know, that's my religion. But we're supporting a Baptist organization. And for us, it's like, we love what these people are doing. They're helping families, children, and they're just a great partner for us to continue our vision of what this community should be, you know? So we partner with them. We actually donated a car. This year, we donated a car. We're having an event next Thursday. A young boy is gonna get transportation so that he can go to work, and we're gonna change his life. How cool is that?
That's awesome.
You know, so that's what we're doing. Establish great vendor relations. That is a key. If you know, I remember when I worked at Texas Roadhouse and other corporations, it's like the buying power of that corporation, what sometimes drives all these vendors to come at your door and say, hey, pick me, you know, pick me. I'm the right vendor for you, you know, because the company has the buying power to do whatever they like. When you're a small business, it's all about relationships. Let me give you an example. When we started the business, when we decided to buy the first cars, you know, where are we gonna detail? Where are we gonna fix them? Where are we gonna do all of these tasks that are required to put that shiny penny back on the wall so somebody will be like, oh wow, that's nice. You don't know that you can shine up a Volvo XC70 to this stage and it's a used car. So my point is like somebody had to take interest in me, in us, and say, you're a cool cat, I'm gonna help you. You're cool, I like you. And same thing what I've been talking, it's like it takes people to help people, you know? So this part of great vendor relations, finding people to do the work for you, it's not just finding it, you gotta continue to nurture it and grow it. And that's what I'm doing. With all the vendors that we work, we don't fix the cars here, we don't do anything. This is just a shopping experience. It's clean, there's not a single cigarette butt that you're gonna find on the parking lot. I personally check every single thing. I personally cut the grass, that's why it looks manicured. And I still go on Sunday, every Sunday. It's just, this is part of ownership. And why we chose to buy the lot versus renting it, because I have more skin in the game in LaGrange, Kentucky than anybody else that is renting, because that's what happens. The landlord says, I can get more money. It's business, you know? But for us, it's like, I don't want to be moved. I'm creating something for the future, even though that's a car lot, you know? So for us, it was key to, for our legacy. After my time is up, guess what? The documents in the courthouse will always say Scout Automotive, Yordy Horizontal. No matter how you slice it and dice it, that's where you live your roots, that's where the memory is, you know? So that's why we went through this process. We have studied the business extensively. There's a lot to learn. It's just that we're set up for success. That's why we are happy. That's why we're excited. That's why these numbers that I'm sharing with you, they speak for themselves, you know? And we're just so blessed that this came to reality after all this time. Let's see here. So, speaking real quick about you know, the Prospect Chamber of Commerce and these events, I really, where possible, I love to attend them. There's always something to learn. There's always somebody to meet. It's always a good opportunity to put a face, you know, in these busy times. But for example, these business cards, we weren't on TikTok and all these platforms. We were just on Facebook. And after that first event that I attended and I listened to the lady speaking about it, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. We need to do something about it, you know? So what we did is like, we actually set up an account. We start posting videos, remember? That's what she said, start posting videos. Start posting videos of your craft. Don't get things complicated. Oh, is it cool, is it not cool? What would people say? Who cares? It does, but it doesn't. If it's silly, if it shows your kind of craft, the celebration moment, if you can display that, people like that. You know, when was the last time you saw a grouchy picture of your family? Nobody wants that. Mom was like, oh, don't take a picture of me. Everybody likes the celebration. You know, they do it. We follow everybody. I'm not obsessed with people and organizations, but that's how you work. When you see the salesperson of Mercedes-Benz, you know, what they do and how you actually convey the message of that celebration. Hey, we did a deal. somebody's happy, you know? That's what I do. I pay attention and we try to apply, you know, these things into our business. And we post videos. I highly suggest, again, it's only 5, 6 of us, and that's why I told Ms. Cat, I'm not discouraged. I don't expect an audience of hundreds and millions to listen to my story. The power of 4 or 5 is, the power of us is more than 300, 400 people in the room. You know, that's my belief. It's a perspective. Business is very tough right now. There's no cars, chip shortage, inflation, you name it. These guys are hurting, everybody's hurting because there's no cars. Business have been just shrunk because of the economic position, global position. How do you fix that? It's very hard. So somebody told me today a good advice. It's a dance and you are the ballet dancer in it. Just keep spinning. Keep spinning. You know, that's what is gonna get you to the next level. This is our agenda right now, to survive. But again, how do you survive? We own our property. We pay rent to ourselves. We still pay taxes. We contribute to the, you know, to City of LaGrange and Oldham County. It's just that it's part of our duty as a business, you know, and others. It's just that we have set up this to be a successful venture. We hope to grow it. And just follow our page, tell others about us. That's my request to you. Just spread the word. If I love saying to our clients, now you found us, you don't have to buy a car. Not the fact that you found us, it makes us happy because now you know where to find us again if you need us. If you buy a car, fine, we'd love to run your business. But if you don't want to buy a car, at least you know where to find us. Call me if you have a question about a car, advice. This is the type of service we're trying to provide. We sell them one at a time, just how they build. And our hopes are big. We would like to buy another property somewhere around LaGrange, build a building, have a service facility, be able to expand our operation. Again, this is a half an acre of property that you can only put 20 cars. It's not a lot. You know, you can't dream big with a small facility. So time will come when we will have the funds and everything to grow, but not yet. So I really want to say thank you. I wanted to just, you know, maybe allocate a few minutes for questions, anything that you guys have, you know, for me. Again, I was very excited about this opportunity. And Ms. Kathy, if you remember, I even questioned the date. I thought it was a month earlier, and you corrected me. I was so excited because I wanted to have it in you know last month. But